Hello everyone. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Unstoppable Blessing TV. Yeah, we are live on stage. Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Unstoppable Blessing TV. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching this platform from. Please, when you come around, don't forget to invite friends, share this video to your friends, share it to Facebook, share it on WhatsApp as well. Invite friends to join in. And also don't forget to drop your thumbs up as you are coming in. How is everyone doing? How is your week? How are we coping? How are we coping with the situation of the lockdown? I hope everyone is doing well. How is everyone coping with the situation? I hope we are all doing well. Thank you for coming in. You're welcome, welcome on board. Please, as you are coming in, don't forget to share. Invite friends to come in. I know a lot of people always expect me on Facebook, but like I said last week, every Sunday, 6 o'clock, I will be on YouTube every Sunday. Different life discussion, over different life discussion. So our today topic is going to base on how to avoid depression, because in the world that we are living now, we have lots of people. It's not just women alone. We have a lot of people with depression. It's more common in the women. It's mostly more common in the women. Most of us, the black ladies, we find it very difficult to share with people the situation that we are going through, because people just think depression is a funny thing that you can use to mock someone. No, depression is real, but how we can avoid it for depression not to happen, that is what we are going to be debating about today. There is a comment section there. Feel free to leave your comments. And if there is any question you want to ask, feel free to ask your question. Then definitely you will get an answer to that. So while we are waiting, I just want to remember everyone that every Friday, 8 o'clock, I'm always on live in stage at Facebook. So, and every Sunday I'm here on YouTube. Feel free to join me. If Sunday is comfortable for you, feel free to join me every Sunday. You are all welcome of you are all welcome of coming. You are all welcome on board. Please, as you pop in, if you are a YouTuber, you come across any YouTuber that you have not subscribed to the channel, feel free to visit that channel. Let's show each other love. That is why we are here. Welcome everyone for joining. Please share this video as you are joining. Don't forget to share, and don't forget to give the thumbs up to the topic. Our main basic topic today is based on depression. So it's things that we need to really talk about. It's important to every one of us. So how we can avoid depression, and what causes depression? What do we think that leads to depression? Why is it that we have a lot of people out there that is depressed? And in our black community, we really find it difficult to talk to each other. What leads to depression is that when you are going on some kind of situation in life, depends, if you lost your loved one, can also lead to depression. If you find yourself in a situation that you don't really expect, it can also lead to depression. And if you experience domestic abuse as a woman, it also leads to depression. If you are receiving domestic violence as well as a woman, can also lead to depression. And depression and anxiety, because everybody just focus on just depression, but we should not forget that these two things work together as well, depression and anxiety. So by the time I'm going to tell you the bits that I know about it, the kind of reaction you'll be getting, the symptom you'll be having, for you to know, if for you to be able to observe if it's a, like kind of sign of depression. Because sometimes when you find yourself in a very hard situation that you can't handle yourself, if you don't really know how to go about it, it can lead to depression. So what do you have to do when you are passing a difficult time, when you are facing the difficult challenges in life? For example, I'm going to tip number one. I'm not taking your time. 7 o'clock, I'm out of here as I promised. I won't be taking more than 1 hour. If there is anyone that we have not touched, we can continue it some other time. So tip number one that I observe that it can lead to depression for very easy way for we women. I'm going to be like taking it one after the other. And if you have any question, feel free to ask, then I'll give you the answer. And if you are not hearing me, please just let me know. Or we have a cool music on the background. So if you don't hear me, if it's not okay, thank you. Thank you. Wow, I can see everyone here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining in. So what causes this depression is that if you are a woman, you are a married woman or you are single, but if you are a woman, you are a female, you have a relationship, like a suddenly heartbroken, easily leads to depression if you don't really know how to handle it. So I'm going to be taking that part first. When you have a heartbreak with your partner being a man or woman, but I'm always focused on the part of women first. So if you are a female, you get a suddenly heartbroken for a man, for your partner, for your fiance, or for your husband. The best thing for you to do, instead of you keeping the pain on the low, just because you don't want people to know how bad you are feeling, it is okay for somebody to feel bad when you get unwanted heartbroken because you were not ready for it. So you don't have to get blamed for that. But just that because in our black community it's very, very difficult for you to express yourself as a human, most especially when it happens to be that you are a female, it's really hard for you to express your feelings to your fellow female like you. Because the way we take it, we always say it, she's just crying because the man leave her. But we don't really talk about the feeling, the heartbroken, the when the heart is broken, if you are not strong enough, it can lead to many things. So when you observe heartbroken, like it can be from, when I said, let me just put it this way, from your loved ones. It can be from your father, from your mother, from your friend, from your sister, or from your partner. You can get a heartbroken from it. So when you face challenges like that, the best thing for you to do, we black, we like to like taking the pains inside. No, you don't take pains inside, because by the time you have the pains inside, those are the things that lead to depression and anxiety. So when you are facing a situation like that that really hurts your heart, the best remedy for you to do is to get somebody that you know that you can be able to talk with, someone that you can share your pain with, somebody that can give you that chance for you to really explain what you are going through. I can find myself a bit low. Sorry. Aha. So I think I'm okay like this. Yeah. Sorry, guys. So somebody that can really understand what you are going through, and at that moment, somebody that can really understand you, someone that will give you chance for you to express your feeling. That is who you need as number one remedy. Don't be shy for you to explain the part that really hurts you most. That is the number one remedy that you can use to take out the stress. So by the time you be able to talk to somebody that give you the chance, that can understand what you are going through at that particular time, then that heart can be able to release the pain that you have inside you. It will make you to reduce it. And number two that you have to do to take your mind out of that thing at that moment, always avoid not to be alone. Because by the time you get used to being alone, when you are going through pains, most especially when you get hurt by your loved one, so when you get loved by your loved one, so the best thing that you have to do for yourself, manage not to be alone. Because every moment you stay alone can drag your attention in that pain. Thank you everyone for joining in. It can drag your attention in that pain. And by the time you continuously feeling that pain inside, then it will make you cry. So when you start crying more often, be very careful because it's dragging to that place. And when you cannot be able to face the person, when you cannot be able to face the person that hurt you, for you to stand in the front of that person and speak with confidence, straight away you are depriving yourself to get rid of that pains that you have in your mind. And how you can really go about all these things is that when you are facing through that challenges, always try to make yourself happy. Thank you, Mama, for coming. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you. Please do me a favor, share the video. Always avoid being alone and always try not to do things that will make you to be on the bad moment. Always try to be on the happy mood. Do things that you know that make you happy. So by the time you are doing those things, gradually those pains can be dying down. You don't force pain to go out of your mind. You talk about it. That is the only way you can release the pain to go. Pain is something that when it comes, it broke the mind, it broke the heart. And when your heart is broken, you can be getting different kind of feelings. Some people, when they are like, I'll be talking about the symptoms that you can get. So by the time you start being alone, once you stay alone, you start crying over situation, then gradually it's just taking you down. You start losing your confidence because of that. You start looking at yourself in the mirror, you can't find yourself, you can't see your beauty out of the mirror. Then you see things that is around you start being irritative to you, and the thing will become very dangerous. Then for you to know that anxiety is involved, that is when you notice you start inching your finger. By the time you start biting your finger, be very careful because you are dragging yourself away too far, more than the way it's supposed to be. So what you should do, depression, yes, there is a tablet, there is a medication for depression. We know. But even if you are still on medication, you still need to seek counseling. You need to receive counseling. What can the counseling do for you? Is to talk to you. You need to keep on repeating that things that is making you to be down. So that is why I said when you have a pain, when you have a problem, it can be heartbroken, it can be disappointment, it can be your friend that betrayed you, it can be your daughter or your son that disappoints you in the way. There are different things that can really hurt us. It's not just all about relationship that really cause depression. So it can be that maybe, for example, like maybe where you are working, the way you are being treated, you are not really happy with it. So you keep on going to that place every day. You see the same situation every day. That can be leading to depression as well. So when you are facing a situation like that, try to talk to somebody about it. Try to really see someone about it. Talk to somebody because do you know why? It's really difficult for we black women to share our problem. Why I always advise that you share your problem. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Why I always advise that you share your problem is that You see, by the time you can be able to share your situation with people, you will get more advice. Trust me, you get advice. And you are not just only getting advice. If you have not give this video a thumbs up, please go back and drop my thumbs up for me. That one is my cup of tea. Drop my thumbs up so that I can be able to drink my cup of tea. That is my cup of tea. That is thumbs up is my cup of tea. So please, if you have not given me your thumbs up, go back. Don't forget. Don't leave this platform without dropping your thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your love. So I'm talking about depression. We are still on it. We are dwelling on the depression. That is what we are generally going to talk about today. So by the time you find yourself in those kind of situations that you can't cope with, you talk to somebody. So talking to someone, you are not just only getting advice from somebody. People just think that when you talk to somebody, all you should expect is advice. No, maybe the person might not have enough advice to give to you, or maybe the person advice might not make any sense to you. But don't, it does not really matter. Don't bother. Still talk to someone. Because when you are talking to somebody, remember, by the time we have that chance to talk to somebody, we all will have our bad time. Time that I'm talking to you, I'm telling you, I've had my own bad time, but I talk to people. So I notice that, like, when I'm sharing my pain to people, I feel relief. It's not just the opinion that the person is going to give to me that is going to be a solution to that problem. No, the relief that I'm going to get. And when you are explaining to somebody, and if you are the person that someone is talking to, you are the listener pain, and if the person decides to cry, don't stop that person not to cry. Give the person your shoulder, let you lay on your shoulder, rub the back, and let the person cry. Because by the time that person is crying, the stress will be going down, the pain will be going down. Because by the time someone is having a depression, thank you everyone, thank you for giving my thumbs up, thank you. By the time the person is having pains and you are trying to shut the person not to cry, the person wants to cry, you are telling the person that you don't have to cry. No, don't tell somebody that is going through pain not to cry. Because by the time you are cutting the person not to cry out the pain, automatically you are sending that person to be having depression and anxiety. And when you get to a stage that the person cannot be able to manage, he has to end up on medication. That is why you see some people, when they are on medication, they still focus on their therapy. Why? Why do they go back to that therapy? Because that is where they get the value, the chance for them to express their pain. That is the number one of it. So how are you going to be noticing all these things that you are depressed? That is the thing. How can somebody find herself that he or she is depressed? Is that depression it can appear in different forms. It's not just that, or some people just say to somebody, maybe the way the person look, they'll just say, this one is depressed. No, it's not just all about that. You can't just see somebody for the look, you just say, this person is depressed. No. By the time you start having stress, you start losing your hair. I know we black, we lose our hair because of too much chemical we put in our hair. Yeah, but when you are going through stress, you feel your hair, your natural hair, you feel it, and you are getting a lot that is pulling out. Be very careful, because that could be a sign of depression, because you are going through stress and you are losing your hair. Be careful, it could be a sign of depression. And when you constantly having too much headache, like too much headache, you are having too much headache very often, too much headache, be very careful, be watchful of what you are going through at that moment. And when you sometimes, some people, that it can be that they are eating more than the way they're supposed to be eating. They eat more than themselves. They are eating over, like over. Then the person, if you are not the kind of person that you are eating too much, all of a sudden you are going through stress, you find yourself that you eat too much. Is like you need to be very, very careful. Watch your stress. Talk to somebody about it. Because even if they give you medication, If you are not talking to somebody, you are not getting the therapy. It's like the medication can only make the person to relax, which I have seen someone like I've got a lot through about this thing before I come out with it. I've watched many videos towards it. I've find out a lot of information towards it. Medication can help just for you to relax at that moment. But what you need is for you to talk that problem out. Don't keep it inside because by the time you take it inside, it's not going to go by taking medication. And when the medication is getting too much, like if it's getting too much, they will still have to, if you have not going to therapy, they still have to refer you back to therapy because therapy, what is that therapy? Is just what I'm saying now that you need to talk to somebody. That is what you have to do. And you start seeing yourself like your body, you can't just really get yourself the way you want yourself to be. You start losing confidence. And when you are under depressed, when you know that you are facing a lot of stress, the people you need around you at that moment, it does not really matter that that person has to be your one-on-one friend. It does not really matter that that person has to be the member of your family. Who those that you need around you at that moment is those that want to make you smile. Don't bother about what people are going to say about you at that moment. Focus on things that will make you to overcome your pain. That is it. So avoid keeping your stress alone because it can lead you to depression. And number two, things that you also need to avoid as well when you are having is when you know that you are having this stress because definitely it's stress that leads to depression. So when you know that you are having too much stress as well, things that you need to avoid. Avoid the person that you know that is the one that is causing you that depression. You need to avoid that person at all costs because you know why? By the time you don't avoid that person that is causing you that depression, you keep on going more and more. You are going to be hurting yourself more, and you feel like sometimes when the depression become higher, you can get to a stage that the person feel like killing herself or killing himself. Thank you for giving me my thumbs up. The person feel like taking her life. Depression can happen to anyone. It's just generally there are some teenagers they have depression, but they need to see therapy. They need to talk to somebody because depression and anxiety they work together. They are just like brothers and sisters. And when you are in environment, when the person that is causing you that depression, you are still in the environment of the person, you can't overcome that depression because we black women, we are kind of, we have that kind of, we think that we have that kind of strongness that we can face the person and said, I will face the person, I will overcome it. No, you need to avoid the person that is causing you that depression because when somebody is depressed, the worst thing that will happen to that person, the worst thing that you will do to somebody that is already depressed, that you use more hard words, more strong words, verbal, like abusive words, telling the person that he or she, maybe if it's a female, you are telling the person that she's not beautiful, she look horrible, you don't see something good about that person, you are making the person's situation to get more worse. So if you are dealing with somebody which you know that is depressed, what the person needs from you, the person, anybody that is depressed, you need to give that person more chance to talk. Leave the person to really talk. Leave that person to talk, and so that the person's stress can be going down. And if you know that you are having a situation of depression, avoid environments where they are doing something that a bit sad. You understand? Not just that you avoid yourself not to be alone. Try not to be on environments that they do things like a gathering that what you are going to be hearing in that gathering is just a sadness, a sad moment. Avoid it. Don't try not to be on that because that thing will be increasing the situation as well. And if you are doing all this and you notice that you are not getting out of it, talk to GP. Even if you are talking to people, talk to GP. By the time you start being in a situation that you are getting constant headache, you are losing your hair already, and you can, and other symptoms as well of the pressure as well. You keep on forgetting things constantly. Maybe, for example, now I know we or sometimes we do have bad memories sometimes, but if it keep on happening to you, and when you know, I said when you know you are passing through stress, you are having all these symptoms, that is what I'm trying to say. If you keep on forgetting things constantly, maybe for example, you said you want to go out for shopping, all of a sudden you go out, you get to the shop, you notice that you didn't take your wallet, you forgot things that you need, you don't know what you are going to buy, you need to calm down. That brain needs to relax. The brain needs to relax. That brain needs to relax. So what you need to do, always learn how to take a deep breath to release your nervous. That will be helping you to take your nervous down. And when you are in a relationship, if it's a relationship, and you see that you are having a misunderstanding constantly, and this is giving you stress, and by the time you start itching your finger, you start eating your finger, you need a space. You need a break. That does not mean that you have to divorce. No, you need a break because you start inching your finger. That is very dangerous. When you start doing this, it's a very dangerous moment that can lead for people that can't control themselves. It can lead to them start cutting yourself, like somebody will start cutting herself. It will start cutting herself. You want to cause harm to herself because he's having anxiety, and anxiety is involved with depression. So that one is a strong challenge. So if it's coming to that, you need to take yourself out of that environment. Take yourself out. Speak to more people that you can talk to. If you have a group of gathering, say for example, you are a Christian, you go to church, talk to the group of women that is in your church. Talk to them. You need to talk to people. This one is not, you are talking to one person. You need more group of people to talk to. You need to involve yourself, engage yourself of doing many, many things. Engage yourself for different kind of activities that you have to do. Engage yourself of keeping yourself too busy. Try avoid yourself not to have too much chance for you to have that brain to engage on that problem. Keep yourself very, very busy. The more busy you get yourself into, more helpful it will be for you. The more you try to avoid loneliness, it will be very, very helpful for you when you are dealing with depression. So things you will not do, like if you broke out of a relationship, you find out and that pain is costing you depression, don't try to jump into another relationship straight away. You think that by the time you go into another relationship straight away, that can take the pain out of you. No, you can't, it can't take it out because it might cost you to lose that relationship because already you are already depressed with the situation. So every little thing that will happen, you will take note of it. Why? Because already you have your pains already. So try to release yourself out of depression. Don't try and said, oh, I can keep it, I can keep the pain. You can't keep pain. The more you keep pain, the more you are hurting yourself, and the more you are gradually involving yourself into depression. Don't keep it, express it, talk about it. And if you are the person that is listening to somebody, don't try to make the person to calm down. No, you can't ask somebody to calm down. You have to let the person talk. Don't force the person that it's okay, don't worry. No, no, you don't. That is not the real remedy that you are giving. You have to let the person say everything out. And other things that you also need to avoid as well when you are going through depression, things that you also need to avoid when you are going through this situation. You need to avoid things like try like you have to avoid going into argument with people. Yeah, you have to avoid it because the way you are going to react to it is going to be very, 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 very bad because already you are stressed already. You have already having that symptom of depression. Avoid not to keep any new relationship. It can be friendship. It can be any like it can be fiance. It can be friendship with your female like you. Like just avoid not to keep any fresh relationship because that is not what you really need. So do you need a gathering? You need a group of people that you can mix up with. And if you are the person that is living alone and you know at that moment you are going through a lot, my advice is that move. If you have somebody, you have a friend that you can be with at that moment, is the best remedy. You can move out of your place, or you have your friend that you can invite to come to you to visit you so that you can engage yourself. You have somebody to be talking with. Do so. Don't try to keep it alone because by the time you keep it alone, it will get very, very massive. That is why you see that some people through depression they start having mental problems, they start having mental challenges because they all start step by step, step by step, step by step, step by step. So that is why I said when you are having a problem, it's not things that you have to keep with yourself and deal with it with yourself. No, it's the things that you have to take out, express your feelings, let people know what you are going through, then you can be overcoming the stress. And other thing that you don't have to do, when you explain to somebody your situation, don't go back meditating within yourself if you did the right thing of talking to somebody, because by the time you take that one and start thinking and start saying, do I do the right thing of talking to this person? Are you sure this person is not going to be splitting my problem? Is not going to be sharing my problem around? Is not going to tell people about it? By the time you are meditating on that, you are adding more stress to yourself. You've been released your stress out to somebody. You have spoken with someone your situation at that moment. However, the person is going to react to it. Take your mind out of it. Don't let that bother you because by the time you let that bother you, straight away you are adding more stress to yourself. And that is the thing is not helpful to you at that moment. That is the thing you don't need at that moment. So you don't need things that will add to your pain. You need something that will release you out of your pain. And is around you is when you constantly, maybe some people they also have this symptom like in the night they can't sleep at night when they are having depression. When they get to bed, they do everything for them to sleep. They can't just get the sleep. The sleep can come. They can work more than themselves. They can see that they have worked too much. The body is tired. They think that if they go to bed, they can just fall asleep straight away. And they go to bed, the sleep is not coming. Is all this thing is because of the body system because the pressure is working with the brain and the heart. And if these two things don't get settled, there is no how you can get relaxed for you to sleep. For you to fall asleep easily, your brain and your mind need to relax. That is the only way you can sleep. So by the time your mind and your brain is not settled, you can't just really get the sleep. And also, it also affects some people in this way when anxiety is when you how you will know that you have depression and anxiety together. Some people they feel like scratching themselves. You get my point? Like scrubbing themselves, like when they are angry. So when they are angry, they feel like you understand, inching themselves. For we black people, we just think it's normal. When somebody is angry, the person is dragging himself, scratching himself, crying, dragging all over himself, like trying to hurt herself. You just think that oh, the person is overreacting, is angry. No, the person is having that nervousness, is nervous. The person has been nervous because he's having anxiety, he's having the stress. The mind is just full up with too much stress. He's looking for one way or the other to take it out. So by the time you are facing those kind of situation, you need somebody to talk to. You need to release that thing that is dragging you in that situation. You need to say it to somebody. You need to talk to somebody, because talking to somebody is the best remedy that I will ever recommend to someone. Do you know what? I know that in the life that we are living, in our own community that we are living today, in our own community that we are living today, I know that it's hard to talk to somebody. I know it's really hard to talk to somebody, because sometimes you might be sharing your problem to somebody, the person might be recording it. Before you know, all your situation, all your secrets will be on health. It will be on health, sorry. It will be on health, it will be on the social media, it will be flying around. I know. So that one, some nowadays, the life we live now is depriving many people not to be able to express their situation to people, because they are scared that their secrets might be on health. But my advice for you, the little contribution that I might add to that, is that never mind whoever that is going, thank you, my lady, for joining. Never mind whoever that is going to hear your problem. Your own concern is that you are be able to overcome the pain, the stress that you are having. That should be your concern. And like as I said earlier, don't focus on how the person is going to react towards what you said. Your own concern should be, how are you relieving yourself out of the stress? That should be your concern. Thank you everyone for joining. Please, if you know that you are a YouTuber, you come across any one of us on this platform, you have not subscribed to the channel, please visit each other. Let's show each other love. Feel free when you come to this channel, feel free to show each other love, visit each other platform, subscribe to each other. Let's support one another. We are all doing the same thing. So this is a platform where you come, feel free, if you come across any YouTuber, just show each other love. So let's support one another. So we are dealing on the topic of depression today. So don't you really bother, because it's better you let people know your pain, instead of you keeping your pain, because depression, anxiety is a very, 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 very dangerous girl. It can lead to mental illness. And for those of us, this is generally talk now. Thank you for my thumbs up. Oh wow, I'm really happy. I have enough of my thumbs up. Yay. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Don't forget, you are watching from Unstoppable Blessing TV. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe. I am a motivational speaker. I cover all the parts of life discussion. That is my field. That is what I'm doing on this channel. So if you are the person that you come across somebody that is depressed, that is having depression and anxiety, please do not take it as a funny thing, because the life we live today, people just use depression to mock somebody. It's a serious thing more than the way we think it is. Sometimes I come across people, they are insulting each other. They will just say, "Go, you are depressed." It's not a situation that you can use to mock somebody, because it's not really easy for somebody to really face depression, because too much of frustration in life, too much of pain, too much of heartbroken easily leads somebody to depression. It's not everybody that is strong enough to manage a very heartbroken situation. So if you are the person that you come across somebody that have a depression, please give that person chance to release the pain, and don't use the pain against the person. It's not something that we have to share. I can have somebody that is depressed, like talk to me. It's not something that is really good for me to record and start playing it for public. It's not really nice, because that is somebody else. It's the person mental health that I'm trying to deal with. And when you are dealing with somebody mental health, that is not a good thing at all. So what is going to be my profit? If somebody that is depressed already talk to me, then I take advantage of the person, and I start using the thing, trying to use it to mock that person. I'm just dealt with the person mental health. I'm causing the person more stress. I'm making the person to go down more and more. And when you are living with somebody, you constantly, this is another symptom as well, you constantly having challenges with that person. It can be any member of your family. It's not just only your partner. It can be any member of your family. It can be your parents as well. When you are in a situation that something is happening, you can't talk, you always have your head down and do like this, is a very bad symptom. It's a bad thing. Do not put yourself in that situation, because if you keep on doing this, it's a very bad situation you are dragging yourself into, because you are keeping the pain in your mind. You are keeping it in your heart, and it's affecting your heart and at the same time your brain. So what you need to do if you are facing challenges, learn how to talk it, learn how to talk about it, learn how to confront the problem, face it, talk to the person. But if you see that the person is vulnerable, you cannot be able to manage that situation with that person. Instead of you dragging yourself to a situation that is giving you depression and anxiety, take a break, avoid that person at that moment of time, so that you can be able to overcome that stress. Because if you continue constantly itching, you are losing your finger, you are eating it all the time, is not a good sign at all. It's the pain that you cannot be able to say it out, but you are dragging it inside and is inching you down. That is very dangerous to your health as well. So what you need to do when you have all these kind of challenges is you need a group of people. If you go to church, that is a good place. If you don't go to church, you have a group of friends. That is a good thing that you need to do. And always don't try. Some people, today you find some people, they end up being alcoholic. Why? Because when they are having those stress, they think that the best thing they will do for themselves, they start drinking. They think that if they get drunk, they can overcome that pain. It's just a thing of that moment. By the time you are drunk at that moment, you forgot the stress, you forgot the pain on that moment because you are drunk. But don't forget, in the darkness, one day there will be a light. By the time you leave the alcohol, the influence of alcohol, the alcohol is not going to be on the body for the rest of the day. It will work for some hour, then it would disappear. Then the problem still remains the same. Why some people they will end up smoking if they were smoking before. Sorry, I got this my head that's going to my eyes. Sorry. So you see some people, if they were smoking, they smoke more than the way they used to smoke before. They think they want to overcome the pain. No, that is not the way you can overcome it. The way you can overcome it, you need to talk to people. You need to talk to somebody that can give you the ear of listening, that will listen to you and give you that time for you to cry. You Lying is very good in the body. You know why? How I get to know that crying is a very good thing. Thank you for giving me my tons of time. How I get to know that crying is a good thing in the body. Because when we were in Africa, the way we grow up is like they make us to know that when you are in a situation, you don't have to cry. And we grow up like that. No. When you are in a bad situation, you need to cry and learn not to cry alone, because crying alone is giving you more pain. Learn how to cry with somebody. And when somebody that is having stress, is having depression, anxiety, is having the symptom, like is facing that challenges of too much pain, the person want to cry, what you could do if the person is crying, if that person don't want to give the shoulder, this is my aunt, this is my aunt, I'm going to give you a very simple demonstration. Grab the person's hand. If, for example, you are a female, maybe a man is crying to you, maybe that man happen to be your friend or your brother. You don't want the man to lay in your shoulder to cry because it's is a man, I'm going to give you a very tiny demonstration with my hand. You have to do your hand like this. Let the person put his hand or her hand inside your hand. Hold it very tight. Squeeze the person's hand. That help a lot. Yeah, he help a lot. Squeeze the person hand very tight and let the person cry. And if you are the person that is facing that situation, cry very loud. Mhm. Cry very loud, like hold the person hand like this, very, very squeeze them very tight. This is a demonstration of hand. If you don't want to give the shoulder, the demonstration of hand, hold the hand very tight, squeeze it very hard, and let the person cry with a loud voice. Then after that, drink a glass of water. You will notice by the time you take a glass of water, you can tell that the pains have relieved a bit. It's not that all has disappeared in a go, no, but it will release in a bit. So those are the kind of therapy that you will be taking within your friends, your fellow friends, your family member. If you are the person that is lucky, you have your family members around you. Those are the kind of therapy that you'll be taking to release your stress. And if it's a heart broken, for example, it's a man that broke your heart, don't jump into a relationship straight away. No, because by the time you jump into a relationship straight away, the person you meet at that moment, if he's not a godly person, is going to take advantage of you. It will take advantage of you at that moment because you will be explaining to that person at that moment. You'll be telling your pain to the person moment. If that person is not a godly person, is not a man that have a godly mind, is going to take an advantage on you because of that situation. So don't jump into a relationship. You need to overcome that pain first by sharing it with somebody. That is the only way. Then, if you see that it's going more than your expectation, it has gotten to the place that you lose your self-confidence. Many people lose their self-confidence. Why? Because it was depression that led them to that situation. That is why sometimes you see some women when they are into a relationship, you yourself, you look at them, you can see that their partner is abusing them, but they can't see it. Why? Because they already be on that depression and they try to accept their life like that. No, a depression situation. Depression is not things that you need to accept. It's the thing that you need to overcome. You have to overcome it. Don't accept the pressure in your body. And it also happen in the midst of friends. You know, when you are in the group of friends, there will be some group of friends that you will have that can lead you to be depressed. Honestly speaking, like when you try to talk in the public, they are kind of trying to shut you down. Very, very bad gathering. You are in a very, very bad friendship by when you find yourself in a group of friends that each time maybe you people are having a talk together, having a chat, everybody's dragging their opinion, then you are trying to talk in and they are kind of like shutting you down. That can lead you to depression as well. Do you know what that is dragging you to? It's killing your self-confidence. It's killing your self-confidence. It's making you to lose your self-confidence. So if you are not strong to be able to sit down, look around it, and have a second thought of it, and try to make sure you sort that problem out, you will start accepting it that you are not good enough to talk in the public as well. You start accepting it, and that one is taking you out, it's taking part of you. So people just think that somebody look horrible if somebody cannot be able to look after herself. No, there are many ways that depression could affect somebody. It makes someone to lose self-confidence. So that can lead, that is a sign of depression when you are losing your self-confidence. And some people, when they are adding weight, they see that they are putting on too much weight, they start losing their self-confidence and think that, oh, if I wear this, it won't fit me. If I wear this, it won't fit me. No, you don't have to do that. That period, you need people that will give you a compliment of whatever you wear. Just you need people that will be around you that will compliment you however you look like and said, wow, you are looking nice. Is good thing that can motivate you. Because when you are in that situation, people still come to add more bad feeling to it. It's kind of killing your confidence down. So I'll be giving time now is 10 minutes to 7. So I'm going to break now. So if you have any question that you want me to answer, or if you want to call in, feel free. The number that is pinned out there, my phone just dropped in the water when I was about to come on stage. They have already pinned the number out there, so I could not. I've already like there was nothing I could do about it. So, should in case you want to call in now, so I'm going to call this number out. Ignore the one that is there for today, but that is my main number that I use when I'm on Facebook or when I'm on YouTube. But I'm going to call a number out. Should in case you want to call in, you have any question or you have any contribution for the 9 minutes that will have to go. So I'm going to be calling this number out. Just take note of it. Is plus 447578282929. I go back again. Is a plus 447578282929. Should in case you want to call in for contribution, because the main number that is there just have an issue. So that is the basic topic that I based on today. So I'll be doing something different every Sunday on this platform. So I will try. I don't know what I'm trying to create a play. I will be creating a play for kids how you can deal with a child, like how we can manage kids, most especially if they are very, very active, what you need to do to calm them down, how you can what you can do to calm them down. So I will be acting a play here, maybe. I don't know if that is what I will do next week Sunday. I will drop it down. I will just let everyone know. So if you know people that might interested on that, when you see I bring it out, please do me a favor, share it to them, because these are things that sometimes we need each other to face the situation like that. So if you have any comment, if you have any contribution, any question, don't fail to go back to the comment section just to let everyone know what for those of us that don't really understand how this comment that we are dropping here now, as I am on live stage now, whichever comment that you drop here, once I go out of the stage, I will not be able to go back to the comments again. So for those of you, if you have any question to ask, I've not finished the topic yet. There's a lot that is attached to it. But I just want to bring out the basic things, the similar things, the easier things that we can come across when we're having the challenges, how the basic way we can deal with it. That is what I just pinch out today. So if you are somebody that is concerned about this situation, about this topic, feel free to go on the comment section, drop your question there, definitely an answer will be given to you. Or feel free to call me, talk to me. I'm a very free person. Like I always said on my Facebook, I don't know it all. I'm a human as well. I do my best to give the best, the little that I know, I bring it out. So that is why I still watch other of my colleagues. I still learn from them as well. We all need each other to manage ourselves. I'm not trying to say to everybody that I am a perfect person. But I'm trying to bring the little one that I know just to encourage whoever that might need it, that might be on this situation. Maybe this topic today might not be for you. Maybe it might be for someone else. Do me a favor, share this topic around. And if you have anything that you'd like to talk to me about, feel free to call me. I am a woman that I don't take people voice notes without your permission because I know the law that guides it. And I don't publish people picture except it was your own permission and you ask me to do so. And if you give me anything to talk about, don't be afraid. Your voice note has not been taken except you ask me to do so as well. I live in a law country. I respect the law of the country that I live. I know what is the harm of all these things that we do. So I avoid not to breach people privacy. So that is why I remain your girl, your lady. However, you will introduce me, Unstoppable Blessing TV. I am the other side of platform. I am a peacemaker. I am here to encourage. I'm not here to disencourage. So I will be leaving you now. Be in touch if you want to be in touch. So we'll see you on Friday by the grace of God on Facebook while we'll meet here back again on Sunday at the same time, 6 o'clock. I hope this topic you enjoy it and I hope somebody will learn from it. I will leave you now. Have a lovely weekend and have a lovely week and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye. Hey. Hello. Hello, Gemma. Please, do you want to contribute on the topic? Okay. Oh, sorry, guy. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Should I put it on the last speaker? Okay. Thank you. Okay, Mama. It's on last speaker, ma'am. This is Pastor Juliet Okwedo from Spain. Thank you, Mommy. I want to say a big thank you to you for your efforts towards your generation. Thank you, Mama. You have started well with it. Thank you, Mama. And I pray that God will strengthen you the more. Amen, Mama. And everybody should listen. Hold on, let me try to reduce this mic. Okay. So that it won't be echoing back to you. Okay. Okay. I think the voice is okay now. Yeah, it's okay, ma'am. Okay. I want to please encourage those people watching you. Okay. It is God that is using you in your generation now. Thank you, ma'am. That please, it is very difficult these days to see whereby young ladies like you comes out to be giving people education the way you are just educating them now. Thank you, ma'am. And I will beg everybody that has been in this platform since you have been speaking, not to just make it informed, but to listen to what advice you give to them. Okay, ma'am. Actually, depression is a very bad thing. Mm-hmm. It's not a thing that anybody should go through. Exactly. And if you find yourself in such situation, don't just depend on drugs. Okay. Don't depend on their rehabilitation. Okay. Don't depend on the medical. Okay. Instead, try to ease yourself by associating yourself with people. Okay. What kind of people? Believers. Okay. Make sure you go to church. Okay. And when you're in the church, at least when you go to church and you truly dance in the church when they are praising God, yeah, and you pray, you'll see that before you leave that place, most of the things that you are thinking will go down. Okay. Because the word of God said, he said we should not be anxious for anything. In 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 18. Yeah. Philippians 4, verse 6. Okay. He said, be anxious for nothing, but with prayers and supplication and thanksgiving, make your request known unto God. Okay. And I want everybody to know that if you have ever been the child that has been so worried about what will I eat? My friends have gotten their latest car. They have built their house in Africa. They have done this, they have done that. Because these are the things that push us into depression. Exactly. So if you are that such person, please, you if you have not learned any lesson ever since you were born, I want you to learn a lesson from this period of COVID. Okay. This period of coronavirus. Okay. What is the lesson you are learning? Naked we came, naked we are going back. Okay. Nobody is taking car along. Nobody is taking houses along. Exactly. Nobody that their 2 streets will be larger than the other. Exactly. It is 2 streets that everybody will go to. One room. Okay. So let nobody begin to bother themselves again for anything. Okay. Because in my country here, we have lost not less than 11,000 plus people. Okay. In my country. Okay. And those people, they have all what it takes to be human beings. Okay. But when they were dying, those things were left behind. Exactly. Also, their animals, which they call their pets. Mm-hmm. You know how when people love pets, yes. They love their cats, they love their dogs. Yes. But when they were dying, they did not remember those things again. At all. As I'm talking to you now, in our country here, we have Carrefour. Yes. If you go to our Carrefour here now, the only section they open up for somebody to buy something from is the section of food. Okay. Every other place is sealed up. Exactly. Why? It's a lesson and it's a word coming out that the only thing you are supposed to strive for is food. Exactly. Outside that, you don't need to stress yourself for appreciate you. If God does not appreciate you, He would have not taken you away. So please, I want to pass this message as she has said. Please, don't force yourself to fall into depression. Even as we are now, the circumstances we are now, you are better than so many people. Exactly. There are people in Africa now, they cannot even feed. Mm-hmm. They don't even know what to eat the next day. Mm-hmm. People like them are the one feeding them. Exactly. But your own is not like that. Mm-hmm. You have everything in stock here. Exactly. You might not have all that you desire to have. Mm-hmm. For you to have light, have water, and have a convenient place to stay is enough. Exactly. So I will stop here. I don't want to talk much. I don't want to take people's time. Please, I want the people to listen to her. And any one of you that is into depression, I pray that God will help you out. Amen. In the name of Jesus. Amen. That God will strengthen you. God will send the Holy Spirit to comfort you. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. So, my sister, Unstoppable Blessing, yes, God bless you. Thank you very much, ma. Amen. Bye. Thank you very much. That was my mama from Spain. That is my mama, my pastor from Spain. So if you see me sharing church program in my platform, this is my mama. She's the one that called me now. So thank you, mama, for your contribution. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for the words of God that you use to back us up. I thank you for the wisdom that you give to us today. So God bless you, mama. More grace and my love, my regards to daddy and the kids as well. So thank you, everyone. I'll be leaving now. I've spent my time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your love and thank you for your comments. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye for now.